Alright, I'm going to go over shortcodes. So let's go and just go to our dashboard and add a page. I'll call this one shortcode demo. And let's open that up in another tab. So the first thing to note is we have added all of our shortcodes right here inside the visual editor. And if you just wait for a second, it'll let you know what they are, like divider, tabs, columns, etc. So you don't have to look anything up really. All the code, the short code is given to you. So we'll start left to right. Let's go and add a button. And it should be pretty self-explanatory. You can type in a link and adjust your tag. So default button here. And target is if you want to open in a new window. But if you just want to open the current window, then just leave it blank. So let's update that. Let's refresh, and if we click our link, it will send us to google.com. Really simple. So let's move to the next one, which is checklist. And checklist and arrow list are actually really similar. All they are basic lists that are surrounded by the shortcode. I'm going to refresh them, and you see them right there. It's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and I'm going to skip the columns. We'll come back to that. Let's start on the right now and just add a divider. So if we refresh our page now, we'll have a divider right here. Really easy. And same with our tabs. So tabs is a little more complicated, but should still be straightforward. So you've got your tab title and your content, tab title and content. So let's go and just publish the default one, and you can see it in action. And you can add more tabs. You can have as many tabs as you want. You just duplicate that tab. Let's call this one tab final. So tab final content. And refresh that. So now we have a tab final. And yeah, super easy to adjust that. And our slider code is easy as well. It's the next one right here. All you need to do is type in your images, and if you don't want a caption, leave it blank, and your slides will display like in our shortcode example. We recommend using the same image sizes, but you don't necessarily have to actually. You can use different image sizes. So I'm going to go and just delete everything that we have and jump into the shortcode columns. So we have 1/2, 1/3, 2/3, 1/4, 3/4. So let's just start by adding 2 1/2s. And basically the only thing you need to pay attention to is the last one is marked yes instead of no. So I'll go ahead and just do 1/2 here, 1/2 here, and we'll see how it shows up. If you forget the last and you leave it alone as default, it'll just make it so that it drops down, which is, obviously not what you want. So we'll mark that as yes. Let's go and do the 1/3. So we'll add 3 of those, and I'll type in some text. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and we mark the last one as yes. Leave the other ones as no. And ta-da, we have our 3 column. And you can do the same thing with 1/3, 2/3. Just make sure that the last one is marked with yes. And let's go and do a 4 of these. I lost track. So 1/4, and then 1/4. And let's actually make it interesting. And then we'll just do a 1/2. And so let's make that 1/2 yes. Let's update that. And now we have our 2 1/4 and a half. And you can just make them 1/4 again, instead of a half if you wanted to right here. Just make sure the last one's yes. And ta-da, you've got all your shortcodes down.